Day 146 for the vlog. Start out with the day rating as a 5, but in a good way 5. I felt like it was a backswing to 5, like it was dropping, and now it's swinging back forward towards 6s and 7s. So, swinging back to where it should be, or at least better. But got up this morning. I had a hard time sleeping. I think it was up till about 4:30. Set the alarm for I think 8. I then got up around 7 and the pup was kind of moving around, and then stayed in bed till about 8:30, 8:45. Walked the pup. She wasn't too excited. It was raining, so she came right back in. Didn't even make it outside the covered area. She came back in, so waited about 15-20 minutes. Thankfully it stopped so she can go outside and go potty. Came in, played with her a little bit, and sorry, I am still tired. It's 1:50, ready for bed already. I came in, gave her food, watched the women's U.S. Olympic game, watched the Olympic soccer USA versus New Zealand game. I think that's right. I think they won 4-1, which was good. But then I was just making my smoothie, and then I had a client at 11:30. So to go see the client, and then I chatted for a bit afterwards. Drove back, got some In-N-Out burger, got the burger with onion and 2 fries. I thought about getting the shake again, or the double, but I said I still wanted to run. I think I was having a hard day mentally still. I think because I had more of the day waking up with, and more of the mental dragging on me about what did I do wrong, what could I have said, what could I have done better, why do I feel like this person is such a huge part of my life, and the fact that they helped me grow and change, and I feel very insignificant in their life. It's a big part of it. I don't feel as if I don't want to say answers, because there was some, but a one-on-one conversation to have better reasoning and understanding for where they're coming from, what they were feeling, what I did to maybe put them in that position where they felt like they didn't want to be in the relationship anymore. So it was just that over and over again in my head. What did I do? What did I say? What could I have done better? How come we couldn't have a talk? Why do I still feel this way? I think you always feel this way about people that change you, help you grow, or are there for you in that manner. They always have that little piece of your heart or little piece of your life that I don't say necessarily let go, because they helped you build into a better person and show you more of what life has to offer. Because it's a good way to put it in a nutshell without getting into too many details. And so I went back to eating. I didn't want to eat too much, but I needed to eat enough to put some energy back in my system, get protein again. And I just still have a thing for French fries. It's hard to lay off them. But I had a little bit of a smoothie in the morning with the protein. The spinach was going bad, so I didn't get to put as much spinach in there, but I put in a good, generous scoop of protein. And then ate, came back, walked the pup a little bit, played with her, and then laid down, took a nap from about 5:30 to 6, and got up, played with her a little bit, mentally got ready for the run, went for a run, told myself to do at least 6 miles. I did 8, and the first 4 were just terrible. I was up and down with the legs. The legs just felt heavy and still felt like they weren't fluid. They weren't responding well. They didn't feel like they were ready to run. I felt like I just sat all day, and my legs were just, the blood was just not moving past my hamstrings. So that range of motion to get the legs to go in that up down cycle, up push down back cycle was not going. My gait was just off, and felt like I had a giant knot on my left hamstring. I tried to roll it out before, tried to move around a little bit, and then roll it out again. And my pace was just not coming around. I was like, man, I'm trying way too hard for the pace that I'm at. And then I had turned around at 4 miles and kind of said, like, what am I thinking about? I'm not thinking about anything positive. I'm thinking about the negative stuff. So I said my little mantra again that I've been saying in the mornings, and I say kind of when I need to pick me up when I've just noticed that I'm in a negative spot. I just say it again just to change my thought process, to break that habit of, oh, you're bad, you're not doing well, you don't feel well, you're not accomplishing enough, you're not where you want to be, that whole thing. And I was like, cut it out, knock it off, change it. And did that, and then immediately after I started focusing on, like, okay, well, what can I do for myself? I need to get back into my routine. And I held back on running a little bit this week, still coming back from the time off. So I said I need to make sure that's that's a go, and that my legs ready to go, my head's ready to go, and I need to start running 6-7 days a week again. Even if the 6th or 7th day is only 2 or 3 miles, it's for recovery. Like, I still need to get it in the morning or the night or whenever. It still needs to be part of my day. Need to get back. I'm still on the push-ups, still doing 100. What am I at? 163, 64, 65, 169 days of push-ups. So I need to make sure that's still a thing. I need to add an extra day of lifting in. I told myself I would start adding in some core work. Still doing the reading every night before bed. So I see, get back to that, and things will start making sense. You'll start making more time for reading, more time for fitness, and then the other stuff won't be as, there won't be more room to let your thoughts wander where they shouldn't be. That'll be more programmed on what you're doing well, that you're focusing on yourself. And that changed my pace, it changed my body, posture, my stride, and I picked it up. Let's see. I know I could definitely feel a difference. I could feel that I was breathing better. My legs felt like I was running faster. And let's see. First 4 miles, 8:04, 7:44, 7:42, 7:51. And the second 4, 7:42, 7:35, 7:32, 7:32. So it's still about 10 seconds faster, which is enough right now. And I think when I get more consistent again, I can drop them back down to the 7:20s and 7:15s, and hopefully get below 7s once the temperature drops a little bit. But yeah, that was the day, and came back, pulled out some salmon and some steamed veggies, hopped in the shower quick to get the sweaty clothes off. I looked like I jumped in a pool. My shirt was completely soaked. A little bit humid from all the rain the last week. And then I need to warm up the body, drink some water, finish the smoothie with the protein, eat the salmon, had some steamed veggies. I think it was a cauliflower rice, broccoli, and a little bit of cheese. Had that with the salmon. Gave a little bit of salmon to the pup. She always enjoys it. Of course she does. It's better than the regular dry dog food, I guess. Maybe it's a smell or just new food or because it's human food. I don't know. So she ate well. I think after that my mood started to pick up, change again. I feel better. Like I'm on that upswing towards a 6 and 7, but day overall was a 5, leaning more towards 6 and 7. I think the next couple of days. So I think the main takeaway was I stopped what was causing me to drag my mental thoughts down. I put something in place to bring it back up. So we'll see how the next few days go. I think I'm doing the right thing here. With that, I still need to read, so I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, and I had a random thing. I had a random friend reach out and message me from Facebook. Like, hey, I'm like, hey, how's it going? How's it been? I haven't really seen you since COVID, and I think even before that, our mutual friends would have like game nights or I don't say house parties for holidays, I guess you could say. In the last year, even before COVID, they had kind of, oh, people are traveling, we don't have enough, don't have a good theme, or we're still not behind, or we're going to be out of town. So we didn't get to see them much, but they just reached out and like, hey, have you been? I'm like, oh, I had a tough day, but overall, I think doing well. So we got a chance to chat for a bit, and I think they were going through a lot more than I was without giving away their story without their permission. But I think it was nice to chat, catch up, and wish them well. Say, hey, I'm here for you if you need to chat and vent. I said same. If you ever want to talk or chat, let me know. But it was good for them. I think they were doing some counseling or therapy to get into a better place for themselves and find themselves again. And they started a Facebook group for people that were going through similar situations that they were going through, which is great. So I'm sure all the people that found that group are excited to have other people there to share with and know that they're not the only ones and they don't have to feel like the world's against them. I think that's a good thing for people to have that support and reach out and talk and have someone to talk and vent to and get an outside perspective so you don't beat yourself up so much. I guess be kind on yourself is the way someone put it. My hiking friend once put it. And with that, call it a night. So run your life with health and happiness and have a good night.